Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
Greetings. Welcome to the show today. So glad you're here. Today we take a look at the top 8 tax break for side hustlers. Amazing topic today. So side hustling offers a perfect opportunity, you know this, for many people to earn a little bit more money, maybe expand their skills, explore some creative career directions, etc. But side hustling typically leads to more complex tax filing. People who aren't accustomed to the complexities of self-employed tax filing might skip out on valuable tax deductions and credits. Don't do that. So if you are a side hustler, you might qualify for deductions or credits designed for self-employed people. If you skip out on those, you could be giving Uncle Sam more than he deserves. Yuck. So here are a few of the frequently overlooked tax deductions today for side hustlers. This is all in partnership with our very good friends at TaxSlayer. You can find a review of TaxSlayer and see if it's going to be right for you and your situation at thecollegeinvestor.com. Without further ado, the top 8 tax breaks for side hustlers for 2021. The qualified business income deduction. That is first and foremost, because this thing is awesome. So the qualified business income deduction, QBI for short, is a deduction available until 2025. Under the current tax code, business owners with taxable income less than $164,900 or $329,800 for joint filers can deduct 20% of their business income from their taxable income. The deduction has a phase-out period for individuals earning between $164,900 and $214,900, or joint filers earning between $329,800 and $429,800. The great thing about the QBI is that the business owner doesn't even need to really do anything to prove that they deserve the deduction. You just report your income earned from self-employment into the proper tax forms and follow the instructions to calculate your deduction. Quick side note, if you're using TaxSlayer self-employed, the QBI deduction is calculated for you. So nice. All right, now let's switch gears a bit and talk about COVID-19 tax credits for self-employed people. So the American Rescue Plan included several tax provisions for people directly affected by COVID-19. One of the most valuable provisions includes a type of medical leave for self-employed people. Self-employed people, including side hustlers, can qualify for a tax credit for sick leave. The sick leave credit allows filers to claim a tax credit worth up to 100% of their average daily income. The maximum is $511 per day for up to 10 days of work missed due to COVID-19. The person must have been unable to work between January 1st and September 30th for the following reasons: experiencing symptoms of COVID-19 and seeking a medical diagnosis, seeking or awaiting the results of a diagnostic test for or a medical diagnosis of COVID-19, and the individual has been exposed to COVID-19 or can't work because you're waiting for a test or diagnosis, obtaining immunization related to COVID, or recovering from any injury, disability, illness, or condition related to the vaccine. Self-employed people can also claim a credit worth up to $200 per day, or 67% of their average income, if they missed work due to family obligations associated with COVID-19. Caring for an individual who is subject to federal, state, or local quarantine or isolation order related to COVID. Caring for a child if the child's school or place of care has been closed or a child care provider is unable to provide care because of COVID-19. Or if you're experiencing any other substantially similar conditions, such as accompanying an individual to obtain a vaccine related to COVID-19, or to care for an individual who is recovering from any injury, disability, illness, or condition related to the vaccines. Tax software like TaxSlayer Self-Employed makes it easy to claim this stuff, though, as it's going to walk you through exactly what it takes to qualify. Let's talk about phone and internet expenses. This is a biggie, and a lot of people just forget about it. Few people can operate their side business without a cell phone and internet. If you log your usage, you can deduct the portion of your usage associated with your side business. To claim this, though, you need to have a written record of the expenses and some form of written documentation that shows what percentage of the expenses was for your side hustle. If you want to be 100% sure that you're only reporting the business use of your phone and internet for the sake of this deduction, you might want to buy a second line just for your business. Expensing equipment purchases, or the Section 179 deduction. When you buy equipment, phones, computers, other assets, you can either depreciate the asset over its useful lifetime, or you can claim the full deduction the year you buy the item. So for example, you could depreciate a $600 tablet used to fill orders over 6 years, or you could depreciate the full purchase the year you buy it. Often, treating these assets as expenses is the best way to manage your company's finances. Really good idea. Let's talk about retirement accounts. Like if you use a SEP IRA or an individual 401k to shelter some of your money from income taxes. Contributions to these accounts go in tax-free. The gains grow without taxation. However, you're going to have to pay taxes on the funds when you withdraw the funds in retirement. Retirement contributions are subject to income limitations. Taxpayers face limits on their total IRA contributions. So that means contributing to a SEP IRA could prevent you from contributing to a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA. Likewise, total employee contributions to a 401k are limited to $19,500 across all 401k accounts. So a side hustler with a 401k at work, you got to be careful to avoid over-contributing between the two accounts. Side hustlers have until April 15th to complete their contributions to tax-sheltered retirement accounts. Business use of a vehicle. So if you're doing a ride share, maybe you're just delivering groceries or food, you can claim a mileage or vehicle expenses deduction. Side hustlers can claim 56 cents per mile driven for their business, or you can claim a proportion of your actual vehicle expenses for the year. No matter which method you choose, you'll need a written record of your mileage. You really need to keep track of your mileage if you're doing driving and delivery services. You may even consider using an app to help you track. Then, when you file your taxes, software like TaxSlayer is going to ask you how much mileage you've driven for your business. And that's going to be a lot easier to answer that question when you've kept accurate records all year. All right, let's talk about the home office deduction. This allows you to deduct expenses related to having and maintaining a home office. People who can designate a specific set of space as their self-employment zone can deduct a proportion of their total home costs, including utilities, from their taxes. To qualify, your home office must be exclusively used for your business, and you must do most of your business from that space. In other words, if you do your day job from the same desk, the space doesn't qualify. The home office deduction has two formulas that can be used. The simplified option allows a person to deduct $5 per square foot of space used, up to 300 square feet. A person with a 3-foot by 3-foot space dedicated to their business could deduct $45 from their taxes. Woo! The more complex method is the proportional method. If a person lives in 900 square feet and they dedicate 9 square feet to their home office, how could you do that? I don't know. They can deduct 1% of their total living expenses. If their total cost of rent and utilities is $15,000, they can deduct $150 for the year. Make sense? Once again, your actual expenses must be reported, so this option is best for side hustlers who keep good, organized records. Not me. I opt for the simple one. And the final tax break of the day, continuing education. Online courses, formal schooling, conferences, training, subscriptions to industry publications, books, all may be deductible, provided that the educational materials helped you to develop your business. To qualify for this deduction, the coursework or materials must be relevant to your current field, and it's going to have to help you to develop or improve in this field. If you haven't done a great job of separating business and personal finances, check through your purchase history to see if you've bought relevant courses or books that could be deducted. Not everything's going to qualify, but you may find a few deductible surprises in your purchase history. Now, here are some final thoughts on tax deductions for side hustlers. Side hustling adds income, which also increases the amount you have to pay in taxes. However, side hustlers can minimize their taxes through tracking expenses and understanding deductible expenses, so we hope today's podcast has helped. And we recommend TaxSlayer for side hustlers this year. TaxSlayer Self-Employed gives you access to all the small business tax forms you need at one low price. Some of the other tax software might end up costing you hundreds just to simply file a little bit of gig employment income. Come on, that's just not right. Plus, if you have questions about the deductibility of any expense, TaxSlayer Self-Employed could be a low-cost way to get an expert to weigh in on the matter to help you out. They can answer your questions and help you navigate filing your taxes. TaxSlayer Self-Employed will help you claim all the tax credits and deductions you qualify for. It's part of their maximum refund guarantee. And your return is guaranteed to be accurate based on the information you provide. So be sure to carefully enter your self-employed expenses. You don't want to miss out on an opportunity to save. I do not want you to give Uncle Sam more than he deserves. Check out reviews for TaxSlayer and pretty much any other tax software that is available at thecollegeinvestor.com. Thanks so much again for stopping by today, and we'll talk to you again real soon.